Hello, your blonde bombshell here with you. We're going to do a recap of my day from morning to right now, and it's going to be so much fun that you can't handle fun no more. I got up this morning. I was feeling a little nauseous, a little under the weather. I don't drink soda pop, and there's a reason I don't drink soda pop, because there's A, a lot of calories, B, a lot of sugar. And those two things don't mix well with yours truly. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to bite the big one in order to get my stomach settled. I'm going to have to drink 7 Up. But drink it through a straw, like I always drink all my beverages in a can. Which, by the way, this is sparkling water. I have graduated. Thank God. Anyway, with no calories, no sugar. Anyway, I woke up, felt wavy navy. Talked myself through my whole day. Been like, you're the champion, you're the fighter, you're going to work out tonight, and I am. And you're going to get everything done that you want to get done. I talked myself through an amazing day. Anyway, I want to share with you, I finished the artwork. It says, there is never a bad time to be kind. And I couldn't make out if I wanted to make those carnations or peonies. So you can decide on what the heck they are. Then I decided I was going to start reading again. I started reading her Cowboy Protector, which has 2 books in one. Resisting the Rescuer is the theme. The first one is The Ranger's Rodeo Rebel by Pamela Britton, which I'm already 88 pages into, and I love the book. Love, love, love. And my day went well. Like I said, I had to talk myself through being sick. I ate half a thing of soup. The cats outside got the other half, but it's little stars pasta with chicken and carrots, and it's really, really salty, but really, really filling. So that was the main thing. And I cut back a little bit on my sweet treats today, focused more on healthy, which was blueberries, strawberries, grapes, bananas, apples, all the fruit you can think of, mainly to try and get this feeling like I'm going to puke away. With PCOS, that's just one of my side effects. Now, your PCS may be different. You may be like, hey, I have that and I never get nauseous. Congratulations, go you. But honestly, I always get nauseous. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Going back to how my day was, my 7-pound weights arrived in the mail. I'm really anxious about this because in 2 weeks, I'll be stepping up from the 6 to the 7-pound weights. And then, of course, I've got to buy the 8, 9, and 10-pound weights, but that's another story. Went to Wendy's tonight. They not only had ice, they had iced tea. It was great. I baked a funfetti cake, which I iced a few minutes ago. It's in the refrigerator. And I watched a little bit of AEW wrestling. Ms. and Mrs. is on hiatus, I guess. So I went ahead and turned over to the Lifetime channel, where I got to see Bride and Prejudiced a little bit, where there's somebody against these two getting married, usually the mamas. And that was a kind of interesting show. Then I watched a little bit of Married at First Sight, how these couples are doing. Let me just tell you, poor Zach, he just might as well cut his losses and run, because he's messed up, and every which way from Sunday. But other than that, I do have some news to report on the magazine I found tonight at County Market while I was over there. Now, I know some of you are like, this is a gossip rag, Donna. Don't believe everything you read. Okay, maybe so, but this drew me in. Tim dumps Faith. The $200 million divorce. Now, do we really believe this? Because they've been getting divorced now for years. I don't know. You read this magazine and decide. Because, I mean, it makes great points. Talking points, that is, if you want to believe whatever they're trying to sell you. Like how he missed their 23rd wedding anniversary. And how they want to sell their dream home. And how they had a history of hurt. And he has a secret son. And there's control issues. I don't know. You have to read this and decide on your own. I read it, and I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But until I see some more, proof, I'm not buying it. However, I am buying this little portion that it makes me sick. This is why I don't like the ACM Awards right here. Winner of the week, Justin Bieber, the pop star, lands 4 Academy of Country Music nominations for his song 10,000 Hours featuring Dan and Shay. See that right there? Now, do you believe that he's country in any kind? If you do, you need your head examined. Especially Dan and Shay. I don't know where they think they're country at. But it just goes power for the course. Just saying. Of course, if you haven't heard, Champaign County Fair was announced today that they hired their country acts. Billy Currington, Randy Houser, and some other person. As you see, I'm not that excited, so I'm not paying that much attention, and I won't be attending. Thank you, guys. Back to what I was saying, which is now the dating portion of this wonderful Donna, how was your day? Eye roll. So, today I have been contacted by 2 males. Both, one I knew, one I didn't know. The one that I knew really shocked me because I just seen him not too long ago. And he was blissfully married now with baby 6, which would be, of course, X number 4 if you're keeping count, okay? And now he's like finding faults with her. And he wants to talk to me about her faults. And I'm going, why? Well, maybe we, should have thought things through when we were dating. We went out on one date. It lasted approximately 35 minutes, and I was glad to get out of there. I was texting SOS on Facebook. I don't really consider that a date. Because I used the bathroom to text SOS. And everybody was telling me, calm down. You're not doing it right. Well, apparently, he's not doing something right. Because now he's seeing fault with his now wife, and he's wanting to talk to me about it. No, honey, you got a ring. You signed a commitment again. Walk your little happy butt back to her and talk to your problems. Then we have the second one. Now, he seemed like a decent guy. Really did. And he was wanting to talk. And he wanted me to tell what I did for a living and what I was looking for. And I was honest. I said, honestly, I don't think my heart's ready to give because I'm just waiting things out to see if things can be worked out. And that's why I'm on here. And of course, that's me being honest. Well, he waits. I didn't look at his profile all day because, like I said, I was working. So the moment I get off work and after I shopped it a little bit at County Market, something told me, slow your motorboat down. This guy's too good to be true. And so I looked at his profile, and there it was when he kept saying he wanted to share his story. He was married but separated. Now, all the red lights are going off in my head, okay? Because I'm like going, oh, to heaven to Betsy's. I don't care if you have a ring, a commitment of any kind with another woman. I have been through the ringer with this, okay? I have been left for the best friend's wife. I have been made second choice. I have been passed over for whatever dang reason you want to put out there. But at this point, you guys have never made adoption look so good. I'm being honest. Because, when your heart's been trampled on, like running of the bulls, if you will. And then it's like you want me to trust in you and put faith in you, but why? Why should I do this? Why should I open myself up to new heartbreak? Okay, no. So I immediately shut down, because then that just shows me that what my grandma, which by the way, I'm wearing her necklace tonight, because the 11th is when we lost grandma, not recently, of 2019, okay? But it's always going to be a signal to me the 11th of every month to reflect, to remember, to honor my grandmother that I was caregiver and granddaughter to. And, there's not a day that goes by that I don't wish that she was here, that I don't wish that I could tell her something or talk things over with her or have her give me that little ray of hope. And in some areas of my life, I will never understand why she, to the very end, had so much hope. But that's not for me to understand. That's all I can say. But one thing I will say, the love that she shared with my grandfather. When that ring was on her finger, that meant everything. And that's the one thing that they always taught me. When you're in a committed relationship, there is nobody else. You make time for that person. You don't walk away at the first sign of trouble. You don't come up with excuses or reasons why it's not working out. You sit there and you communicate, even when it's hard. And it's never too hard to work out when it's the right one. All I'm going to say is, please hear my plea tonight. Maybe my heart is too broken. Maybe I'm too broken. Maybe there's no such thing as dreams ever coming true. But for the love of God, if you're committed in any situation, any kind of romantic situation, and you're a guy who says you're a damn good guy, you aren't if you're married and flirting. You aren't if you're married and cheating. And you're not going to cheat with me. You're talking to someone who had the gumption to tell her mother to walk away from a situation where it was her own father. And I was the one that found all the information. And I was the one to tell her what to do in that situation. Maybe that's hurt my opinion on love a lot. Maybe it's jaded me a lot. And maybe I should have learned a lot from that situation. And maybe I have learned a lot now. And I can tell you this much, that when you're in love, and I do mean love from the heart, not this kind of love, not any kind of sexual love that most people out there think that that's love, and that's not love, that's lust. You have to learn to love the person within before you love the whole person, body and soul, on the outside. The outside is just the packaging. The inside is what matters most. And if you love so freely that you can be in love today and fall out of love down the road, you never were in love. And maybe that's something that will always haunt me until the day that I die. Hearing I love you, and then, oops, my bad. You know, maybe I want too much. Maybe I ask too much. But now I'm not afraid to adopt on my own. So far, I have not met how can I word this? I met the man of my dreams, but yet it wasn't Mike, and it wasn't Mr. Park. We'll always be good friends, me and him, but that's where it ends. You have to know boundaries. And it'll always hurt me more, because you can look at the things, hindsight 2020, that you did wrong, and always hold your feet to the fire and be like, you know what, I wish I wouldn't have done this, or I wish I wouldn't have said that, or I wish. But you can wish upon a star and it never come true. And I think my heart may be too broken to believe in love anymore. And that's the sad part. I've seen good love. I mean, I've had good examples of good love in my life. I mean, and it's not like every relationship has been bad. But I have a lot of past relationships that haven't been that damn good. And when you take that into effect to where I am today, all I can say is it's amazing my hair has not went totally gray. Thank you, God. And I have never dyed my hair, except for highlighting my hair. I have done that, yes. But I have never, ever dyed my hair. Why, that may sound vain. I'm still growing my hair out to donate to cancer patients. And there's a lot of things in my life that aren't going right. But I just put each foot forward and go forward. With that being said, I think I've got too emotional tonight. But I just want y'all to realize that once you've made a promise to God, your friends above, your family, and most importantly, the person you're on that altar with, what good is that commitment if you're not speaking from the heart? It's nothing. If you're not speaking from the heart, you have nothing. Is that clear? I hope it's crystal clear now. Furthermore, I'm looking forward to this weekend. I am going to be cooking for our family on Sunday, but I'm making sure on Saturday I have everything I need. Last minute things are going into effect. I think that's one thing that's stressing me out is I want the dinner to be perfect. I want everything to be perfect. I want my niece to be over the moon filled with joy. Can't believe, she got this or that. To me, birthdays are a special time because we make memories. And while they may not last for, more than a mere second of opening up something and, being like, oh my goodness, where'd you find this? It's the thought that counts that went into that. It's the time and energy more than anything. And most importantly, it's that effort that you put in remembering someone. Because let me tell you something. Years pass, people pass, and tombstones don't talk back. If anybody out there thinks that they can make up time later on, you can't. And that irritates me as well. With that being said, I've got a workout to get in to get this anger out. Love each and every one of you. God bless.